Welcome back. Thanks so much for staying with us. Now, Damon, it feels really warm outside. It feels like we're moving towards summer, even towards spring. It's a little hot for spring, but I'm looking at our weather center and it's looking pretty dark and dreary.
Yeah, it's a weird combo of things out there today because the warm temps are beautiful, but then we have all those clouds that we're dealing with.
They're not
too.
looking too hot.
No, exactly. And that's what we're watching here as we move ahead into the rest of the afternoon. Just that possibility of more clouds and possibly even a few showers and storms mixed in out there. As a matter of fact, if you look off into the distance right now from our camera over Hagerstown, you can see a little bit of that rainfall that has developed off to the west. So we're already starting to see a little bit of that spotty shower activity that could be present today. But again, those temperatures are still fantastic despite the lack of completely clear and unfiltered sunshine. 73 is what we're reading just outside of Hagerstown at one of our locations with one of our weather sensors. It's also 73 toward Martinsburg, 76 in Charlestown and Germantown, and it's getting into those upper 70s as you drop down toward the DC Metro, where there have been a few more breaks in the clouds. Also, less of a chance of precipitation, but checking out to that satellite and radar picture, there is a good look at all of that high cloud cover that has been very, very persistent all the way through the day thus far. And then within the last hour, we've had some of that shower development. It began back across Allegheny County in western Maryland, and most of that is moving north and east through southern Pennsylvania. Chambersburg seeing a light shower at the moment, while everybody else has continued to stay on the dry side, and it is looking like along that Maryland-Pennsylvania border is where we'll continue to have that possibility of some rainfall thanks to a warm front that's just off to our north. You can see the main part of that massive strong storm system that's back over the Midwest, where they're dealing with that severe weather. The center of that storm slowly slides our direction by tomorrow. So for right now, we're going to hold to those summer-like conditions into this evening as those temps continue to rise, likely into the lower 80s. Then we are going to see some storms out there again tomorrow, but many of us, much like today, are still going to end up on the dry side of things as this system loses some energy as it makes its way to the east, and the rainfall won't be as prevalent. And then behind all of that, colder air takes hold as we head toward the Easter holiday weekend, and it looks like some cooler air is back and here to stay by next week. But let's check it out as far as that shower and storm development the rest of the day today. The clouds, they're going to continue to be out there, but there we go. Again, those storms, they're going to be very localized, but they have the best chance of developing across western Maryland into West Virginia and right along that Mason-Dixon line. So near Hagerstown, Chambersburg, the most likely locations to see some of that rainfall out there and some of that stormy weather as we get toward the 4 to 5 o'clock hour. But any of that activity, it moves to the north and east and dissipates. Will stay dry as we go into the overnight hours, and then with that storm system and cold front approaching tomorrow, we'll have clouds and the possibility of some spotty showers and some storms, most likely toward the I-95 corridor by 5 p.m. tomorrow evening. But notice again, though, how many of us continue to stay on the dry side of things into Friday. Now, temperature-wise, today is going to be the warmest day by far. Where we don't see rainfall, it's going to be in the middle to lower 80s down near D.C., but to the north and west, after that rain takes place, it's likely to drop down into the 70s. And then we're going to continue to see very warm conditions overnight as cloud cover and possibly a little bit more of that redevelopment of some rainfall sticks around. Low temps, very, very warm. You're going to have to run the AC, the fans most likely. And then there's the cool down, 70 on Saturday. But then as we roll on into the later portions of the weekend, it cools down toward the upper 50s.